The first thing you need to know is that the Afro is old, really old. It's the result of an 1892 merger between 3 black Sunday school newsletters that published community news, which, given the staunch segregation of the press, would not have otherwise been disseminated. John H. Murphy Sr. assumed ownership of the publication, renaming it the Afro-American Ledger. Remember that surname, Murphy. You'll hear it often over the next 25 minutes. You see, astoundingly, in 2016, the Murphy family still owns the Afro.
I think one thing we have certainly helped to keep the white press a little more honest. Of course, we have brought news to black people that they had never gotten had there not been a black press.
That's the late John H. Murphy III, grandson of John H. Murphy Sr., in a 1971 interview for Columbia University's Black Journalists Oral History Project. He was responding to the question, "What effect do you feel the Afro has had on the field of journalism?" Mr. Murphy III started working for the family business after graduating from Temple in 1937. By 1967, he'd become president of the company.
One of the advantages of the Afro is that we had this family, and the sons came in and worked, and the next generation came in. I was the head of the business department. My brother George was in the editorial department. My brother Jim was in the circulation department.
That was Howard Murphy, also a grandson of John H. Murphy Sr., in a 1972 interview with Columbia University's Black Journalists Oral History Project. Back then, he served as the Afro's comptroller.
My earliest memory would be running around the production department, spending a lot of time around the printing press, talking with all different types of people who were working there.
And this is Mr. Jake Oliver, great-great-grandson of John H. Murphy Sr. and current chairman and editor-in-chief of the Afro.
Back in those days, the process of creating the newspaper was an elaborate, employee-intensive process. Each page had to be created individually, and the people who were creating those pages had to develop the ability to read upside down and backwards, which was an amazement to me. It was a thrill for just about any kid to walk through the Afro in those days because it was a big operation.